All right, mine's going too. Yo, what's
All
up,
right.
viewers? How does the sound? How is the sound is the question.
All right,
Being
guys.
zombie.
All right, anyone on my chat right now, there's a few people in it. If you guys could just maybe like type 1 if you can hear me. Can you guys hear
Yeah.
me?
Same with my viewers. Can you hear us? Is
Hey.
everything good?
They are saying the sound is good.
Yeah, mine is too. Saying good stuff.
James Bloom says, smoke them while you got them.
Hey, this is great. Nice, guys.
Oh, well, that's a lot of ones. Okay, we are good. Everyone can hear us. You guys can hear Tyler too? Awesome. Nice, nice.
I did not think it was going to work this well.
Hey, man, that's just the magic, you know? That's the magic. You try
Yeah.
something for the first time ever, and it works. So yeah, guys, I don't know if for my viewers, hopefully you guys all know who Tyler is. If you don't mind, can I just explain for a second? Because
Yeah.
if you guys don't know, Tyler, for me, was one of my biggest influences when I first got involved into this whole crypto space. I bought my first Bitcoin, obviously, back in May. I'm not as seasoned of a vet as Tyler. But, yeah, this dude's like a living legend right now. So this is just an absolute honor to be live with you, man. So.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well, if you guys don't know Crypto Zombie, he's definitely an up-and-comer in the crypto space. He's probably one of the better researchers and one of the better community drivers I've seen. I've been in the crypto space for a long time, and meeting this guy at NEO DevCon was a nice refresher to see a person who was so dedicated and so interested in crypto and ready to just grab the bull by the horns.
Yeah, definitely. And my viewers know who I am. They don't obviously, maybe yours don't know a lot about my backstory. So I'll just share mine really quick before we get into it. So basically, guys, my viewers know, but I worked at a job for pretty much 12 years. I was a landscaper. And hold on, let me just do something real quick. Yeah, so I was a landscaper, and it takes a toll on you after a while. And I tried doing like the what you're supposed to do when you grow up. You try to get the house and do this and the wife and the kids and everything. And I just felt like something was missing. You know what I mean? I always felt like I wanted to do so much more. And oh yeah, by the way, guys, hey, look, I'm chilling with Tyler, so I had to get on his level, man. I had to get on his level. So
someone asked on my channel, "Where's your beer, Tyler?" Hey, he's got one too.
Wow, everybody seems to be really, breaking. What do you mean Bitcoin just crashed?
Oh no! Did we get another crash?
Nah, Bitcoin didn't just crash, did it? So.
No.
All right, guys, so what, all right, dude, so I got to ask you, because I know you know a little bit more of the insight than I do. What do you think about that crap this morning with the Binance thing? And I know you told me about Mt. Gox, so what was that backstory?
Yeah. So there was a lot of stuff that came out today. I don't know if it's a coordinated attack, like if it was meant to be like this. Probably not. That's just a conspiracy theory. But it was a combination of things with the SEC. They released saying they're going to be looking at exchanges harder. And then you had the Binance API trading, whatever, bot that had a vulnerability, which also means there was a vulnerability with Binance. Because, I mean, if a bot has a vulnerability, it leads into people's funds. There was, a vulnerability with Binance. So them trying to deny it, I mean, come on.
Well, I think that's
still, the main thing, though, this downward selling pressure has been from Mt. Gox.
Yeah.
The trustee for the Mt. Gox case, so Japan's pretty weird how they do things with bankruptcy. They lead a trustee who's in charge of basically all of the funds, and he decides what to do and how to pay the people back. So back in 2014, it was agreed upon that the people would be paid back what the Bitcoins were worth at the time, which was $470. And people thought that was a great deal because Bitcoin had crashed. It was down to 200, 180. So everyone thought that was a great deal, but now the case has went on for 4 years. So now the Bitcoins are worth 10,000, 11,000, and they only got to pay back 400. So what the trustee was doing was, for the past 2 months, he was dumping large amounts of Bitcoins, creating downward selling pressure on the market, to get enough funds to pay back all the people who lost coins in Mt. Gox or requested a claim. I actually requested a claim because I remember for that, even though I had no Mt. Gox tokens, they never sent me anything back.
Yeah, no, I didn't even deal with that. I only heard about that, but I'll tell you what, man, just being in since, May of last year, I joke with everybody, but my whole thing is whatever coin I'm interested in, that's whatever country is going to come out and ban it next. Like, I swear, like, I get into NEO, and then it's the China FUD. I get into Icon, then it's the Korea FUD. And, like,
Yep.
and I've just been, like, kind of looking into Zebi. I don't know if you've looked at Zebi. So that's kind of like,
Yep.
Now, I wouldn't really compare Zebi 100% anywhere near to, like, NEO or Icon, because they're really not the same type. But I do see that as, India's kind of gateway into, like, their blockchain. So, yeah, guys, you can pretty much expect India to ban next, because that's what's going to happen. So, whatever crypto I pick, they're going to ban it.
That's a good move with Zebi. I mean, there is in my opinion, in the future, it's not only going to be one blockchain that rules it all. Each country and developers are going to be developing on the blockchain they're most comfortable with, which is going to usually come from their country.
Right.
So that's what I think is the blockchains that are able to make themselves interoperable with each other, like Icon with NEO, NEO with Ethereum, Icon with NEO, Zebi with these. These are the ones that are going to survive in the long run, especially smart contract platforms, because businesses do business all the time, cross-border.
Right.
So having smart contracts that can talk to each other on different blockchains is going to be highly, highly important.
Yeah, I think that's what people don't understand. Like, unfortunately for me, I see a lot of comments, and it's always just like some guy. He was like, yeah, good luck with NEO. Like, wait till Zilliqa takes over. And I'm like, guys, like, you have to look at the whole concept of the interoperability. Like, in reality, we were actually having a discussion before we started the live stream, me and Tyler, and he was explaining how, even guys like, you were saying, like, MasterCard and Visa, for them, they're trying to push like 5,000 transactions, per second, whatever, and that's on centralized networks and stuff like that. But the NEO testnet, recently, they were able to do, what was it, 5,000 or 6,000 or something like that, right, on the testnet?
Yep.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
I mean, they're already getting set up to do it. It's not like they're not doing it. And I try to explain to people, here's the thing. You get those Bitcoin maximalists, right? They come in, and they're like, NEO's too centralized. This isn't what it was all about. And the thing is like, you have options. Like, you don't have to own NEO. You can own Bitcoin. You can own privacy coins. You could go all in on Monero. Cryptocurrency is not like a zero-sum game. It's all a matter of your preference. I personally like the idea. I don't want to call it like sandboxing, but it's almost like the fact that they're not like they're in an alpha stage, but being able to control it and actually deal with the bugs before you open up Pandora's box, as I like to say. I would rather deal with that now than like when it's a real serious problem, when, everything's up and running and now we have to deal with it. Like I said.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing about NEO too, is the whole NEO FUD got blown out of proportion. I mean, literally when NEO's mainnet has only been going for 6 months. Like, are you guys kidding me? Ethereum has been going for years. I mean, Ethereum's mainnet has been going since 2014, and just a month ago they found a vulnerability with Eclipse attacks. And they released the patch only 15 days ago. But did you see any articles about Ethereum? Like, hey, where's Ethereum's billion-dollar disaster? No. In my opinion, it's going to be hard for blockchains like NEO, any new blockchain, to get out there that doesn't reward the miners, because proof of work, people who are invested in that are highly powerful in crypto right now, because 2 of the most popular blockchains are proof of work blockchains.
Exactly.
So they're going to fight DPoS, delegated Byzantine fault tolerance. It's going to be a definite battle, and they're going to release FUD storm after FUD storm on top of these. And I can't wait. I mean, it's going to literally, everyone's going to forget about NEO. NEO's going to do their work, and they're going to create an awesome freaking blockchain that's able to transact hundreds of thousands of transactions per second, more than anything else. And then the price is going to rocket because of that. But guess what's going to happen right after that? Another FUD storm. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You almost start to think to yourself like this is a coordinated thing after a while. Like it's almost like, oh, the price is too high. Why don't we crash it? And what's funny?
What's funny is I heard like Roger Ver. There's some theories that Roger Ver was behind the whole NEO FUD like attack. He paid the store value blogger as well as Eric Wall to release that shit. But I mean that's like conspiracy.
I mean I can't make accusations like that, but I mean you and I both know that crypto. You know, people say it's not the wild wild west. I think it still is. There are so many things in the back that go on. I mean, you know, even me personally, you know, I've had people emailing me, you know, this and that, shill my coin, I'll pay you this, I'll pay you that, and I'm just like, nah, bro, like I'm not. Listen. You know, I'm like, I mean, you know, bro, like, I'm not going to put anything out for these people that's going to, like, listen, I don't want to name any YouTubers. I don't want to throw any names around there, but there are YouTubers that I've seen that will just shill, like, I'll get someone will be, give me a coin, talk about this, right? And I'll be like, no. And then, like, a day later, I see this guy talking about it, and then it's a lending platform, or, like, it's BitConnect 2.0, or they're promising you 250% annual return or whatever it is, and it's like, come on, man, like, you know, if it sounds that good, it's not that good.
If it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And that's so funny about BitConnect. Like, oh man, I hated that coin from the moment I saw it, and I feel bad for like the people who got involved, and I'm so glad like Trayvon and Craig Grant and what's that, Nick something, I can't remember his name.
I never watched any of that stuff. Like, it's funny because when I was back at my job, I actually used to put my headphones in because I couldn't watch. So all I would do for 10 hours a day, I would just put my headphones in, I'd go to work at my job, and I would just play YouTube videos in the background and just listen to guys talk like you and Blockchain Brad. Crypto Lark, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to talk to him. He's a really cool guy, real straightforward. And, you know, it's nice to see those types of channels really, well, hopefully people will be able to separate, you know, the shill channels from the people that are actually trying to bring the honest information out there, which is half the reason why I wanted to link up with you. And also somebody is making fun of the fact that I'm drinking Heineken. Guys, I'm from New York. I'm literally trapped in a nor'eastern right now. There's like 1.5 feet of snow outside, so I couldn't go anywhere. So this is all I have. So sorry if you guys don't like my choice of beverage. So
some of my viewers are talking about Deep Brain Chain. Some FUD going out right now. I haven't even been able to do research today. I've been shooting a video.
What FUD with Deep Brain Chain?
It's supposedly rumor is Deep Brain Chain is bankrupt. That is highly unlikely.
I doubt it.
I actually saw DB's Deep Brain Chain at Stanford, 6 days ago when I was at the CPC conference.
Yeah.
They had a full booth there. The guys talked to them. Everything seemed fine. I mean, if they were truly bankrupt, I think they wouldn't even came to that conference, but
yeah, the thing is,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know about the bankruptcy, but I know that those guys are freaking intelligent as hell. I remember when they got up at Neo DevCon. I mean, you had an opportunity to see them recently, and some of the stuff, I mean, I'm trying to, like, tweet what's going on to everybody, and I'm just, like, blown away. I'm like, wow, like, even I can't grasp how amazing Deep Brain Chain is, but unfortunately, you know, we saw that happen with all the NEP5 or NEP5, whatever you want to call it, tokens. You know, you had Q-Link, and then you had, you know, Deep Brain Chain, and actually Red Pulse did pretty well once they got listed on Binance. But, yeah, the markets suck, man. I mean, you know, you have these really great projects, and in the end, it's just like pump and dump. And it's not even anything to do with the projects themselves. It's just the manipulative traders, and it really sucks for the average day, everyday guy just trying to get in and really hodl a good coin. You know, it's unfortunate. But.
Yeah. So, what's your opinion on the most popular or
Oh my goodness, guys. I think Tyler just accidentally hung up on the live stream. So we're going to keep talking. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, no, I mean, dude, we're, that's it. Yeah, we're, wait, I don't care who's better in it for the money. Yeah, no, I agree. We're all in it for the money. But, you know, if you're going to do a quick flip, yo, Crypto J, what's up, man? Crypto J, he's in the house. Crypto J's the man. He made me a hat. Yo, check this out. Did I show you guys this? Did I show you guys the hat that he made me? Hodl, right? I'm not going to put it on right now. It's going to mess up my hair, but what kind of fan actually does that for you? That's amazing. So what do you guys think of credits while I'm waiting for Tyler to come back on right now? I like how you guys are seeing all the people that I've recently talked to lately on my Skype. That's really awesome. But yeah, if you guys want to know, if you're curious who I've been talking to, yeah, this right here, this is Justin from Blockcat. He is actually a I've been keeping track of Blockcat for a long time, and they're about to do an interview with me because they're about to actually unravel these smart contracts that are going to be able to basically, like, instead of going through a middleman, like for like a mortgage or like a lawyer or something like that. So they're going to be unrolling some cool stuff. This was Thor. This is Rosemary O'Neill. She's from the Narrative project on NEO. We're doing an interview really soon. This is David Brierly. I feel like I'm just like being totally open about my Skype calls. But David Brierly, he's actually part of this thing called Howdo, which is actually going to be this really awesome messaging app that could possibly rival well, basically what they're trying to do is take like the concepts of like Instagram, Facebook, and everything else and smash it all into like a mobile app and a messaging app. And I thought it was really cool because Steam It is awesome, but, you know, I wanted that mobile experience too. So I don't know where Tyler is, guys. Where he is.
Yo!
Dude, you hung up on me.
No, my computer shut down randomly. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. My viewers all got insights into my Skype calls, so I was telling them about all my secrets coming up. It's all right, though. Oh. Yeah, they're not really secrets. I'm just trying to get interviews, you know? Like, I want to talk to the guys from Alpha Cat. You know, I reached out to Concierge. Just trying to get more content, really, on the channel. So, Hey, what's up, Michael? Shout out from Australia. Nice, nice. I can't believe... what time is it there? Like, I don't even know. So, okay, so all of my viewers are really, well, I've seen about 5 or 6 comments about credits. So, let's talk about credits without people getting angry.
Hey, well, what I think about credits is, I mean, they're supposedly saying 1 million transactions per second. In my opinion, that's like a malarkey. For one, show us the code, show us it actually doing it. And number 2, there's projects that have been out there for a lot longer. NEO, Ethereum, they can't even come close to processing that. They even have trouble processing, you know, 1,000 to 5,000 transactions per second. Even centralized systems like Visa have problems. So a decentralized solution already producing millions of transactions? No fucking way. Yeah.
And the other thing, too, I was thinking was, like, so now you have, like, Zilliqa, right? And their, like, primary objective is we're going to use sharding and multi-signing, right, to be able to scale as big as possible. And they're running, I haven't checked. What is it? It's thousands of nodes at this point. And I think they're currently up to about 2,600. It's like around there, 2,600 transactions per second. And I know for a fact that these guys are putting in the time, they're putting in the effort, and they are pumping it out. So you know, listen, I don't want to just be the guy to say there's no way that credits can do 1 million transactions per second because, you know, then if I'm wrong, everybody goes, see, I told you. But personally, for the time that I've spent in the space, to me, that is an astronomical claim. And I would like to see that in action. I'd like to see some examples. I'd like to see, you know, dApps running on top of it, have some ICOs, you know, get that network congestion. Then I'll make a better decision on that. You know, right now there's a lot of hype. You know, coins come out, they get a lot of hype. Certain YouTubers talk about it, and what are you gonna do? K-pop fanboy, what's up? This guy's on every stream, so I gotta say hi to him right now. So
I mean, that's the thing is that you got to have the code open source. Credits, of course, doesn't. If they did, then you would be able to test if they actually could do that. In my opinion, millions of transactions per second were years off from that.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't think people understand, like, you know, like people that don't actually know what it takes to make that type of a claim. That's a lot. You
exactly.
Know, it would be more good.
That's the thing. You just got to think about it. Even centralized solutions right now can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, this is a decentralized solution. Of course, they would come up with a centralized solution that could do that faster than a decentralized solution.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, when you have a centralized solution, you know, all upgrades and everything happen in-house. With the decentralized solution, it's a lot harder.
Exactly. So, but yeah, so the other thing I was thinking about that I wanted to talk about too was people are, they're saying, when do you think Binance is going to allow for withdrawals again? I'm not really too sure. I do have some coins on there, luckily, which is so stupid. I know I shouldn't do that, but
no, you should get them off.
Guilty as charged, okay? Because you know I do have my. I try to do like my swing. I'm not a trader. I'm like a 95% long-term hodler, but occasionally if I'm able to do like a 3x, you know, or like a 4x, and I'm like, all right, it's profit time. You know, you got to be smart, or at least take back your initial investment. At least take that back just to be safe. And you know, one of the safest bets is Bitcoin, but obviously you don't really make as much gain. So, you know, I understand why people don't want to do that.
I mean, one thing I don't hate on people for day trading. I mean, of course, that's a good strategy, but literally, you got to be a different breed of person to be a day trader. I don't like the stress of that, for one. I'm an emotional person, so I make stupid decisions. I'm a human. Like, I think day traders are almost like robots. They're literally almost like bots. Like, because they leave out emotion completely 100%. They don't sleep. I mean, the stress doesn't affect them.
Oh, somebody just said in my chat that Binance is allowing withdrawals again. So for anyone that was anyone that was wondering that, they're telling me it works again. So
yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, as far as the you know, the scaling and all that goes, I recently I don't know. I know when Trinity first came out, there was a lot of that issues that was going on, where they had taken a few pictures from the Raiden white paper or whatever it was back in the day. So I actually held off on Trinity when it first came out for a while, because I didn't, you know, you don't know these things when they're fresh off the press, so to speak. So I actually waited. I watched it pump all the way to 30 cents. Then it came back down, and right around when it was almost back to ICO price, it was like 15 cents. I actually bought a chunk. It was a small. I took about 15% of my portfolio, and I put it into Trinity. And one of the reasons that I did that was because, I don't know if you knew that, but did you see the demo that they did with the Inwi wallet, and how they were saying that they are apparently going to be able to scale on all blockchains, or at least minimally Ethereum at this point, is what they were telling me.
Crazy.
Yeah. So apparently what they're trying to say is that the second layer protocol is not just going to be for NEO. So they have already a it's a beta, but it's working with ERC20 tokens right now.
Wow.
And I can only imagine, like, for example, I don't know if you can work on every single blockchain, you know, because every blockchain has its own parameters. It has its own, like, unique, you know, attributes. But I know right now they're saying that it works on NEO and it works on Ethereum. So, wow. I mean, as far as rating goes, like, rating doesn't work on NEO, right? That I know of.
No.
So
no.
that could be competition moving forward, like, if what they're saying is true. So.
Exactly. No, that would be huge competition moving forward. Like, the scaling is probably going to be one of the more important things in the future. I mean, regarding transactions, regarding the blockchain, scaling and interoperability, in my opinion, are going to be two of the most important things that happen in the future. 2018, in my opinion, is going to be really, really interesting, because we are going to have a lot of mainnets releasing this year, and a lot of talk of thousands of transactions per second. So it's definitely going to be a battle to who can actually perform it. And is it viable? Like, is it going to actually be safe to use?
Right.
Because that's a big concern for me as well.
Yeah, I think 2017 was the year of the white paper, and I think 2018 is the year of getting it done. Like, I think 2018, we're tired of buying into white papers. How many times, because the thing that people don't realize is, people are going to say what they want. They're going to be like, oh, it's monopoly money, it's crypto, it's not real. But the truth is that somebody went to their day job, they got their check, they took their US dollars, they bought Bitcoin or whatever on Coinbase, and they bought a coin with that money, okay? So people are going to get sick and tired and fed up with these pump and dumps, these empty promises, you know what I mean? There's There's like over 1,500 cryptocurrencies at this point. There's no way. There's no way they're all going to succeed.
No way.
It's impossible. And a lot of them, they have use cases that you don't even need a blockchain for. Like, let's be real. I love blockchain as much as the next guy, but you don't have to put everything. There's literally a coin for garlic bread. There's a garlic bread coin.
The coin.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, let's put garlic bread on the blockchain. It's like, really, guys?
Are you kidding me?
So
it's crazy to me as well. I mean, there's a coin literally for everything, and I've actually thought about making my own coin. But the more I looked into it, the more I realized that the blockchain is, it will help what I'm trying to do, but literally I need to wait for there to actually be full applications, working technology for what I'm trying to do. Like, especially with like RFID and supply chain, eventually that's still 6 months to a year off before they have actually working prototypes of following a product from beginning of the stage to the end of stage.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I actually have to say that as far as real world use cases go, I think that like supply chain management and like the logistics side of it, I think that's like one of the most realistic use cases of blockchain. Like, I was just talking to a guy. He actually just put his business on the blockchain. I was thinking about doing an interview with him. He's a really cool guy, and he just got basically trucking set up for so you can track essentially where your food comes from. So some people, they only eat organic food, or some people they only eat grass-fed beef or whatever it is, right? Or whatever. And now he's actually set up this system where you can trace it back to the farm and where things came from. And I think that things like fraud, as far as, what they're trying to do, or even with Walton, you know what I mean, for how they're going to utilize it in retail, I really like that concept, because the thing is like, when you go and you sign up for I don't even know, let's say like H&M.com, I'm literally just picking any type of thing, right? They start sending you these things, but it's not really directed towards you. It's just directed towards what they think you'd like. Whereas what Walton is actually trying to do, and this is aside from all the FUD that's been going on. I know they've had some crazy stuff with their PR team needs to really fix themselves. But Walton itself is a legitimate project. Like, realistically, when you break it down to
100%.
They and the thing that I think is really cool about Walton is, like, for example, so they're gonna have like the little RFID chips in the tag, so they'll be able to trace, like, if you go, say you try on a large, right? I tried this shirt on and it was blue and it was a large and it didn't fit. So then I try on another shirt, right? And it's like a blue and it's a medium, right? But then I put that back and instead I end up getting a red that's a medium. Well, all of that will go into the background and it'll be like, okay, so K-Dub came in, he shopped, he picked this up, he tried it on, he put it back, he got a smaller size, he changed the color, and now that is actually going to be able to provide him with like something that he's interested in. So the next time I get an email from H&M, it'll actually be things catered to me rather than them just speculating what things that I'm interested in buying. You know what I mean? And that's real world use case.
So have you heard of Nucleus Vision?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've heard of it.
Yeah, no, that's one that's super, super kind of creepy, because they're like based off the blockchain and they use your phone and stuff, and you're going to walk into the store and they're going to be able to like track everything a consumer does.
Well, they kind of already do that with in like the shopping carts, they put little they have like little GPSs in there now, but yeah, I mean, keep going, man. I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
Oh, no worries. Like, that's kind of a freaky concept to me. Like, and they're going to be able to interact with you as you shop on your phone, because they're going to be receiving data from your phone as well while you're shopping, and then be able to communicate back with you, provide you a better shopping experience by tracking what you do, which is pretty freaking weird to me.
Yeah, it's weird when it's on your phone. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Like
at
least with Walton, they kind of have that like respect for your privacy. Where like if I go in and I'm like in a store and I'm picking up and using like your products, but like when I walk out the store, like I'm still myself. Like it doesn't follow me to my car and stuff. So that is kind of creepy. But
yeah, no, it is. But it's only when you go into the store.
Yo, dude, so what do you think about all of these guys switching from Ethereum to NEO? So in just the past month, right, we've had Guardium switch, we've had WowWoo switch, and we've also had Narrative switch. So it looks like these devs are really starting to do their research and they're coming over to the NEO platform. So, I mean, you know, people can say what they want about guys like you and me, like whatever, we're just a bunch of YouTubers. It's like, all right, well then why are these developers switching if you know, they know what they're doing? So.
Well, I think it's just, it's going to be a combination of, I mean, people, the actual development community finding out about there is different blockchains besides Ethereum. I mean, to back up that point, I've actually been to like some of the big blockchain conferences in San Francisco, and I've talked with the ICO projects, and I ask them like, why are you building it as the ERC20 token? And they look at me like, oh, why? What else would I use? I'm like, oh my god, well, they don't even have an idea that there's other blockchains out there that they could build on top of.
Exactly, so, exactly.
I think it's just a combination of, we're having a lot of the best projects are going to find out first. Like the people who have the brighter minds behind them, they're going to be able to find out first, you know, because they understand blockchain, they understand things like that. It's going to be the companies that don't have very good blockchain development behind them that are going to be the last ones to switch over.
No, I know exactly. A lot of people are asking. A lot of people are talking about Encash on this.
That's Nucleus.
Yeah, it's their it's like their token, right, on their thing.
Yeah, it's basically their token.
I'm trying to see what else everybody's asking. There's a Val says Qtum. He wants to know about Qtum. I never really got into Qtum. I mean, I don't have anything against it. The only thing that I really like, when I looked into Qtum, I basically saw that they were somewhat of a hybrid of like Ethereum and Bitcoin, and so they're running Solidity. And that's really kind of where a lot of my research really ended with Qtum. I mean, I'd love to be, I don't know, I'd love to know more about it, I guess. But actually, the guy Jeff that runs my Telegram group, he's pretty big into Qtum. So, you know, maybe I'll take a little bit more look into it. I just personally, you know, I'm thinking to myself, if Solidity has its issues, and you're going to put Solidity on something else, I think I'm coming through on your end. I don't know why. Did you turn the volume up, or?
Oh, yeah, I turned it up a little. Are you good now?
Yeah, no, we're good. Oh, somebody asked about Origin Trail.
Origin Trail.
Origin Trail's not that bad, man. I mean, they're pretty cool. I like what they're doing. They're doing more with, like, trucking and stuff like that. I mean, you know, so I actually had a video about that. So if you guys want to check it out, you go watch my video.
Origin Trail, yeah. No, there's a lot of the supply chains out there trying to, you know, oh, wait, hey, your video shut off on my end.
I don't know. I could see you. I could check.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Let me see.
No, yeah, your video shut off on my end.
Am I there?
Oh, there you are.
You gotta love going live. Oh,
you gotta love going live in the kinks.
Okay, I know something. Here's something that I know for a fact that my viewers want to talk about. What do you think about high performance blockchain? Now they
HBB.
They had NEO Angel Investment, right, behind them.
Yeah, it's interesting. HBB actually has been talked about with NEO for years. It's one of the first projects to be talked about. So I think the first public post about it was 2016.
Really?
Which is, yeah, it was in the AntShares day, way before even I was like back into AntShares, which is crazy. So that means that this project has been in development for a while. It's no sham. I know that.
No, it's not. No, I know. I definitely looked into that. And see, now that's the question that you have to ask yourself, because when these people, we always think everything is second layer, right? Protocols, But what I like about HPB is like they're being a little more realistic about things, and they're like, well, what about the hardware? Like, don't forget. I mean, like, I always like to use that joke, but like, you ever see when they compare like a 1950s like IBM computer that had like literally megabytes on it, and now you have something this size that does like 100,000 more. So like, I do think that like accelerated hardware chips, or they call them TOE chips, TOE, whatever it is. I think that those are definitely going to be something we're going to see moving forward. And that's even something like how with Zebi, Zebi is a blockchain that they're going to be servicing these other, well, right now they're dealing with land registrations, but they're actually setting up gateways to some of their businesses and enterprises. So they're helping to actually accelerate it like physically at the location before it enters through the gateway onto the blockchain. And I wouldn't be surprised if you have some of these really big, like, okay, for example, on NEO, right? So you have like, concierge. So they're going to want to do the, booking and stuff like that, right? For hotels, vacations, whatever it is. So you do think to yourself, if they have a headquarters in a centralized location and they can kind of collaborate with HPB, on top of that, that's just, I think that we have to realize that, everyone's like, oh, this blockchain, that blockchain, but understand that they're going to work together. There's going to be that interoperability, and I think we're going to see a marriage of hardware and software in the future. I think that, because that's the most realistic concept moving forward. You can't do it all just on code. You have to have actual physical hardware that's going to be able to process this in the background.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you have point-of-sale system machines with centralized service. I mean, there's going to be hardware solutions that make everything a lot smoother of operation. So this guy, Strideria, he really wants this question answered.
Okay.
So he said, so I took this bloodbath opportunity to buy more car vertical to finally get it over 1 million tokens. Do you think I will be popping the good bubbly on New Year's Eve with my earnings?
Car vertical?
Car vertical. Yeah. So it's kind of like a...
Yeah, I've checked it out before. It's like a Carfax on the blockchain. They're gonna...
Exactly, yes.
I think car vertical is it's one of those projects that...
It's all gonna come down to them doing what their roadmap says.
I think it's a long-term hold. It's a long-term hold. I think.
Yes.
I think it's a long-term hold because, you're looking to solve a problem, but you have to get people in to, we're still not there at blockchain. I mean, everyone right now, everybody, on Tyler's channel, on my channel, anyone that's watching right now, we're freaking early guys. So, we're sitting here and we're freaking out about like the Binance crash and this guy sold all this Bitcoin from the Mt. Gox thing. And this is like horrible. But what people don't realize is like, this is like gonna take a few years to really pan itself out to come to the forefront. When you look at gold being the standard of money for 5,000 years, and you look at cryptocurrency in the form of Bitcoin only being around for not even a decade.
Yep.
And we're like every day, like guys like you and me, right? We're on YouTube every day checking our freaking portfolio, and it's like, I think that the problem is in crypto is a lot of people are really impatient and they want things to move way faster than in reality. Because back when you had the internet, like the early days with the the internet boom and all that, that stuff wasn't as accessible as it is now. Like nowadays, right? Like look how fast FUD spreads, right? You have something comes out on Twitter.
It's like a fucking disease,
right?
That has no barriers, dude.
It's like a pandemic. But like back in the day, if something happened with a company, then it would have to get reported. Somebody would tell somebody. Then it would come out in the newspaper. Then somebody would tell somebody. And so it's just the world is moving so fast right now that we are being completely unfair to the rate of which the technology can move with it. I think that's the issue. So.
Yeah, I mean, when Bitcoin first came out, when 2009 Satoshi started it, in 2011 it first dropped. I mean, the world wasn't ready for it, for one. I mean, the world was not ready for it. Internet was still just becoming popular. The world is still very not ready for blockchain. It's very hard to understand for people. But once you get, this is what I try to just tell people. Just think of this. It's the first time in human history that we've been able to have a general ledger that's fully verifiable. It's amazing. That in itself is fucking revolutionary. If you don't understand the significance of that, you shouldn't be in crypto.
I know. And the funniest thing is, like, the funniest thing is everyone's like, oh, like, yeah, that cryptocurrency, that's for that drug money. And it's like, actually, dude, if I'm gonna do it, I'm paying my dealer in dollars. I don't know about you. So, but oh my God. Okay, so you have to answer this. Somebody wants to know how your date with Susan was from Q-Link.
Ooh, my date with Susan. Me and Susan are very, very close. I'll just let you guys know that.
All right, it's a little bit of a.
I love Susan. She's a great girl, of course. She's a bull. Like that. That's one of the reasons I think. Not in.
I'm not gonna ask anymore. Listen, but they want to know. They want to know the gossip.
Like, she's gonna get it. Like, that's what she wants. She gets what she wants. I'll say that. Like, so Susan. No, I mean, it went well. Of course, I love Susan.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but somebody what they were asking. So I figured, hey, why don't we get that's the thing. Like, a lot of times I think with this crypto stuff, you're gonna burn your brain out, man. Like, I tell people, like, bro, sometimes the best thing you can do is put down your blockfolio and just go take a walk outside. Just go breathe the fresh air. Go look at the trees sway in the wind. You know what I mean? Like, it's because you're gonna go crazy, man. You're gonna go nuts.
I mean, I've been in it since 2014, 13, late 2013. I mean, it doesn't go away, but it gets easier, friends. It does. It gets easy.
I find myself consistently waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm like, well, I know now that China doesn't really have as well. I'm sure they're still involved. They're just using their VPNs and whatever. But for the longest time, I had to wake up every night in the middle of the morning in the middle of the night to check and be like, what's China doing? Are they buying? Are they selling? Like, it's like I couldn't sleep for like a month, man. And finally, I was just like, you know what? I'll wake up in the morning. Crypto will be there. And I'm not going to worry about it. And actually, I just want to say, man, to anybody that's watching right now that's worried about what's going on right now, if anyone is new in crypto, I know you probably have new people on your channel, just stress to them that this happens all the time and that the worst thing that you could possibly do right now is sell. That's the worst thing you could do. Because if say you have 5,000 tokens, right? I don't care what coin, pick any coin. Price goes down. You still have 5,000 tokens. They didn't go away. You know what I mean? So once that project realizes its vision, they start putting stuff forward that goes back up, then you'll be happy. So yeah, and actually somebody, I was looking at this Reddit post, right? I'm not really good with technical stuff, but they had this chart. I don't even know where they sourced it from, but it was showing the people that were buying and the people that were selling during the recent FUD.
I saw that. And the people that were buying were the top coin holders.
Exactly.
And the people that were selling were the new.
Exactly.
The new people.
So basically, in a nutshell, all the people that are selling right now are the newbies, the guys that don't have a lot, and all the people that are buying right now are the whales. So, like, the whales, like, I try to tell people on my channel as often as possible, but you have to look at it completely backwards. Like, in the real world, green means go and red means stop. In crypto, red means go and green means maybe you should take some profits. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so,
yes.
Especially
when it gets up to that like 20-30% level in a day, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, dude, I love when like for me, I'm like the opposite. I love when my coins are in the red. The only thing that I don't like, what's crazy, is I don't care if my portfolio halves USD, but when I start noticing my Bitcoin comparative drop, that's when I get kind of like sad. Because, you know what I mean? Because that's like, damn, like we all know that there's Bitcoin rich and there's fiat rich. And I think that moving forward, I think the Bitcoin rich is, I think, going to be a lot more important because, let's be real. Government-backed fiat currencies, I mean, granted, the US dollar is stable. I'm not trying to be like Jeff Berwick and be like, that's it, forget it, throw in the towel, burn everything down, we're going to hell. Listen, I'm not saying the dollar's going anywhere tomorrow, but what I am saying is that cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, it's an immutable ledger. I mean, you literally, you can't, like, everybody says, like, oh, what if there's a 51% attack? Well, number one, that makes no freaking sense whatsoever. Because it's retarded. Number one, it would cost you so much money, and in the end, you would destroy it anyway. But then, here's the funniest freaking part of it all. So Bitcoin crashes, goes to zero, all the miners give up. Guess what? I go downstairs, plug in my freaking old CPU, GPU, the mining difficulty lowers, and we start right back over again. Like, you literally cannot kill Bitcoin. Like, people don't get that. Like, you cannot kill it. Like, if these miners throw in the towel, then you and me just plug in our computers and we start mining it all over again.
You start mining again, just like it was in the early days.
Right, right. I actually, I tell people about this. I kick myself, man. I had this friend back in the day. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I mean, I was like, people think that Tyler, you party, bro, you don't want to even know me like 5-6 years ago. I would never even be in this place. All I cared about was partying. I didn't care about money. I just want to party. That's all I wanted to do. So I was at
I was in that stage too, man. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I was at this party, and this friend of mine, who actually I haven't spoken with in a long time, and I'm really curious if he's a millionaire by now or not. So he goes, you gotta check this thing out called Bitcoin, right? Years ago, and it was $8 at the time, and he's telling me to get in on it. And I'm just like, digital money, who cares about that? Garbage, have fun, you know, what are you, like some kind of a geek, you know what I mean? And wow, can you imagine? I mean, at $8, dude, if I gave him $1,000, can you imagine? Yeah,
you would be so rich. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I mean, first time I actually heard about Bitcoin, it was 15. I think it was through Reddit too. Like, I was just doing some stupid Reddit reading, and Bitcoin came up in some technology subreddit in the early days too. And I was like, nah, no way. This is some BS, like internet money. What is this? Like, just like everyone. And then I didn't hear about it again really until about when it was like 100 and then 200. And I'm like, whoa, what is going on? So once it reached like 215, that's when I was like, okay, there's something here. I need to throw in some money.
I mean, that's kind of similar to like what happened to me, but it wasn't as, I didn't get in, I wish I got in that early. But you know, they say a lot of people that had the Bitcoin back then though, like they either lost it or they sold it or they didn't.
Oh yeah.
Like most people that had it, they kind of like gave up on it anyway. So like all these people that bought it, it doesn't matter anyway right now. But, okay, so two things. Somebody wants to know chain coin when moon.
Chain coin.
Moving.
Like an old Superman pump.
Yeah, this guy over here. Oh, you want to hear a funny story? Want to hear a funny story? I don't even want to say this out loud. So somebody, I'm not going to mention any names that you already mentioned, but told me that it'd be a really good idea. That and that guy, Max, high on coins, where we get, right, on coins. So he suggested that, you know, this coin pump and hodl, right? We're going to try an experiment. So I had 45 ant shares back in the day. Sold it all for chain coin. Lost 90%, probably not 90, like almost 80 to 85%. And God, man, 45 NEO. Now, can you imagine like doing that back in the day? It was a nightmare, man. It was a nightmare. I almost cried. And it's crazy because like when people tell me that they've lost money on bad trades and stuff like that, it's like, bro, you are literally talking to
the person that's been through it.
I have lost some serious money, and it's because of that half the reason that I really wanted to make this channel was because I don't want people to do what I did. Honestly, I don't want people to have to deal with that because I've lost a lot myself. Oh, dude, so I have 2 requests on my yes, I did. Sorry, Zero Clips. I did sell Neo for chain coin. He's actually laughing at me right now. They're making fun of me. But so there's two big coins that people want me to cover right now. So let's start with the first one. So Elastos. They want to go into Elastos. So you and Blockchain Brad, I'll give it to you guys. You covered Elastos way before I even got involved. I thought Elastos was an NEP5 token. I had no idea that they were their own blockchain. And, you know, I took a look at it, and then when I realized that, I'm really bad with names, but is it Ron Chen or
Ron Chen, yeah.
Yeah. So he has like 15 years of experience with operating systems. He's been working with Microsoft.
Yeah, he worked on Microsoft XP.
Yeah.
One of the main guys behind it.
I mean, I'm curious because I know that you know a little bit more about this than I do. I know that their whole claim is the aircraft carrier for dApps and everything. They're going to be the operating system. Like, how do you envision them fitting in I mean, I see them personally in the NEO ecosystem. Personally, I kind of see like, this is what I see. I see ontology as the bridge from the outside world into the NEO ecosystem, and that, or the smart economy, and then I see Elastos kind of running within that. But I could be wrong. I mean, is that the vision that you see, or I mean, let me know.
It's tough to say what like Elastos is trying to do. So like I agree, ontology is going to be that bridge from, of course, the enterprises, so they can connect to actually the NEO blockchain and smart economy. But Elastos is kind of like, it's tough to say. It's eventually what's going to be NEO's going to run off of, kind of, because Elastos is creating not only a decentralized carrier operating system for dApps, they're creating a decentralized internet.
Yeah, and they've also, I mean, you know, he had what's his name again? Ron Chang. Did I say it right?
Ron Chang.
Ron Chang. Why can't I pronounce any name? Everybody gets so freaking mad. Yo, dude, at least 5 comments on my video every day is that's not how you pronounce it. I'm like, dude, I read stuff. I don't hear it, you know? But so I lost my train of thought. Well, there we go. But somebody does actually want to know, did I lose Tyler again? Tyler, where are you? I've lost you. All right, guys, we're all alone again. It's just you and me. What's going on? Tyler, you there, buddy? You guys gotta love the live streams, man. You can never expect these things to go on. Yeah, so, awaken, enlighten. I'm not sure what you mean by are we not distracted from constantly from a good investment, but what Man, these live streams are getting out of control here. So, yeah, I don't know. I do think that there's a lot of coins lately. I do think that it's overwhelming. And unfortunately, there's a lot of projects that are sucking out. Yeah, I do want to talk about A-Chain, guys, actually. I don't know if Tyler likes A-Chain, though. I'm not too sure. They might be in too much direct competition with NEO. Should I try to call Tyler back? Yeah. All right, guys. I don't know what's going on. My connection's just fine. Yo, what's up, Tyler?
Yep. Sorry, I don't know what happened right there.
Nah, it's cool. This is the best live stream. This is the best live stream ever. We get disconnected, and it's like I don't care. It's fun.
Sorry, viewers.
Oh, so this is something. So this is something that my viewers really want to know. And honestly, you are way more credible for this than me. I've only just skimmed the website. Talk about Botos or Botos.
Oh, Botos, yeah, AI platform.
They're really interested.
Hey, I can't see you on my screen again though.
All right, we good?
There you go. So Botos, I was one of the first guys to actually talk about Botos. It's a very interesting platform. The co-founder of, well, not kind of the co-founder. I mean, she was on the original AntShares team. She is the CEO of Botos and founder. So it's a very interesting platform, in my opinion. They are actually building their own blockchain. They are an ERC20 token, like a lot of them out there right now are. But they are building their own blockchain. I actually got to see them present at that CPC conference I was at. And it was probably the best presentation of the night besides Ripple.
Now, see, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even like a credible person to answer this. I've not looked into it enough. But do they have AI? Are they doing machine learning and stuff like that too?
Yeah, machine learning. Yes,
okay.
Of course. They actually have even more of a working prototype than Deep Brain Chain.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
Yes.
So wow, okay. I didn't know that. Now I might have to do a video on that now because you've interested me, and maybe we can look into that a little bit more. So, okay. So this is going to be probably either the worst thing to bring up or the best thing to bring up. So, okay. What? I don't want to bring it up because this might be it. All right. So, what are your thoughts on A Chain? Have you looked into A Chain at all? Have you?
I've looked into it, and people have wanted me to talk about it and stuff. I just think I don't know, they don't have what it takes, in my opinion. I actually saw them at CPC conference too, and I really wanted to like A Chain because people were telling me about it. It's an awesome coin. But from seeing them at CPC conference, it made me feel like it's run by a bunch of kids, amateurs.
And you know what? That's the problem. That's the problem, man. It's not run by a bunch of amateurs, but their marketing department is not good. It's not good. I've actually spoken to a few members of their team, and I damn near almost like volunteered at this point. I was like, can you just like tell me the news and let me bring it to people? Because you guys are not conveying what you're doing. I mean, like, here's the thing about A Chain. So dude, you know, I love NEO, but I like to hedge my bets. So you have NEO, which is like the completely unforkable coin. And then you have A Chain, which is like, let's just fork the hell out of everything, right? Yeah. Which is a completely opposite, and you know, it might not be a sustainable thing. I don't know. But the thing about that is I like to hedge my bets for the future. But when you do look into it, they have 30 dApps running on their system. They have been around for like, I think it's like 3 years. And I just think that their marketing department is crap. And I've reached out to them time and time again. And, you know, unfortunately, even reaching out to the marketing department is like difficult to get them to respond to me. And I'm like, guys, it's crypto. If you can't answer an email, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to get back to your community? You know, and they've had a lot of issues with their wallet. And, well, not issues, but I bought a brand new iMac. And it literally took me a day and a half to sync the wallet. Now, they say they're coming out with a light wallet, and they're also going to go through rebranding, and they have a lot of other things they're coming up with. So I am doing an interview with them. And like I said, I'm not doing a paid interview. It's nothing like that. I'm not asking for money. I just want once and for all them to answer the questions that everybody wants. Like
burning inside of you.
Because I have so many questions from the community, and I'm like, you know, we want answers. You know, I mean, for example, look at NEO, right? Blockchain has some issues. FUD comes out that day. That same day, Da Hong Fei has an answer. Fabio has an answer, right? Malcolm comes forward with an answer. Eric Zhang comes forward with an answer. You know, with A Chain, it's like, hey guys, what's going on with the wallet? It's like 3 days later. Oh, hold on, let me get back to you on that. And it's like, guys, no, what are you doing? You know?
Hey, this might be just a learning curve growth period for him because I mean, take 7 months ago, the AntShares wallet was the only one around, and you know how it took forever to get that wallet.
That's the thing too, is like a lot of people weren't really around for that. And I remember when the AntShares wallet came out, there were so many complaints. Like, do you remember? Okay, so you guys, you know, like Internet Node Token. Have you heard about Internet Node Token? So you know how like there's like so much like FUD around it, and then there was so much difficulty translating the white paper and all that. It just reminded me of AntShares, and it reminded me of when everyone was like, don't buy AntShares, it's a scam, forget about it, you know, the wallet doesn't work. So, you know, unfortunately, I think that when these people, they don't address it, you know what I'm saying, and they don't get back to the community, it just...
I mean, and that's going to be what happens in the future is maybe like NEO AntShares, of course, I think the technology is great, but their wallet was a piece of junk. AntShares wallet, it was secure, of course. It was good, like it held your funds, but it was literally a piece of junk. Yeah. And even the NEO client wallet to this day is still not where it should be for being a directly NEO-made wallet. But NEO's not in the business of making wallets. NEO's in the business of creating a consensus algorithm that functions. That is what NEO's in the business of.
Yeah, and like you said, they have, you know, so you have the City of Zion, and then also you said that NEL is, now they're doing it in the East, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's news to me. I never even heard about that. So that's like, I didn't even know they were doing stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, like with A-Chain. That's what A-Chain is going to need. A-Chain isn't going to be able to make everything that the community needs. They need the community to grow and then people to take on roles. Such as like City of Zion said, hey, we're going to make a fucking killer wallet. And they created the Neon wallet. I mean,
yeah,
that's what A-Chain needs.
And then, dude, the Neon wallet's amazing. It's one of the best wallets I've ever used. It's so simple. Like, the only wallet that's like the next close thing would be basically ledger integration using like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like, in my opinion, I mean, I know Icon just came out with their wallet. I haven't actually had an opportunity to transfer my Ethereum-based ICX into it, but I downloaded it. It looks pretty good. You know, I think Icon too. A lot of people wanted me to ask about that. They think that well, I personally think that Icon is a sleeper, man. I think that people,
me too, 100%.
And you know what's crazy about Icon? They are so focused on just doing what they're doing that they don't really even care about what everyone is saying, you know? And the thing that a lot of people don't really know about Icon, because, you know, we always just go directly into crypto, we jump right in, it's all about blockchain, but people forget the fact that the loop has been around. You know, they've already had partnerships, they've already been working with universities and hospitals and all these other things, you know what I mean? So, like, Icon themselves, I don't know about your take on it, but from what I gather with Icon, essentially, is that the loop originally, they were having difficulties with the businesses on the blockchains, but they didn't want their private data being made public, which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to prove that you've been paid or you've done a transaction, but if you're a business, you don't want your money, you don't want your transactions for everyone to see the amount. You just want to prove that it happened. You want to just prove that the transaction took place. And I think that what people don't realize is that one of the bigger purposes of Icon is to create that interoperability between the private chains and the public chains so that you don't have to have your data compromised. But most people never talk about that with Icon. They're just like, oh, it's going to be the next NEO. It's like, it's not really NEO, though. They're not doing what NEO's doing.
Trying to do.
Exactly. And that's why when people are like, should I buy NEO or should I buy Icon? It's like, why not own a little bit of both? Because they're not competitors. They're not competing with each other.
Like, at all.
So,
at all.
You know,
and what people don't realize about Icon is I think it's going to be one of the easier platforms to deploy across the whole country before any other one. The United States, of course, it's large as fuck. You're not going to be able to deploy blockchain technology across all enterprises here as quick as South Korea, which is, you know, so much smaller. And there's a reason South Korea has the fastest internet.
Yeah.
Is because it's a lot smaller and they have the brains there to do it. So
they've had like 5G for like over a year now or something, right? Like their internet has been substantially, they've been ahead of us for years. You know?
Of course. It's
like
because they've been able to deploy the technology to do it. The lines of fiber optics, because guess what? Your country's only the size of, you know, it's probably smaller than Florida.
Yeah, and it's extremely competitive there too. So what people don't realize is that for you know, especially these cryptographers, these blockchain developers, and especially just like getting accepted into a university in South Korea, you know what I mean? Like over here,
crazy hard.
Yeah, over here in the U.S., it's like, well, I got like a 2.5 GPA, but like, you know, whatever. Over in Korea, it's like you need like a 4.0 or you're not getting in. You know, so like when I mean, look at things that come out of Korea. You know, South Korea. You have like Samsung, LG, right? You know, I think LG's I think LG's Korean. I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. But I know Samsung is. I know Samsung definitely.
I don't know either. Don't hold me to that.
Yeah, I know, right? Everyone's like, oh, you got one thing wrong. You're not credible. It's like, bro, you know how much information I consume on a daily basis? Like, I'm just one guy, but definitely passionate about that. Somebody says OMG. I don't know if that's oh my god or Omizego. I don't know which one that is.
Oh, OMG. Oh my god. So this guy asks on my channel, will banks adopt XRapid from Ripple or only XCurrent?
Do we have to talk about this? Okay.
I don't know. Are you a Ripple fan?
No, I'm not a Ripple fan. I don't own Ripple. I don't do Ripple. I've never... Well, okay, when I first got in, I bought Ripple. When I first got in, because I didn't know better. And once I realized that I had to actually like register my name and I had to keep a minimum balance of 20 Ripple, and then I realized that the XRP token actually has nothing to do with Ripple technology, then I was like, well, then what's the point? Like, the thing is banks can use Ripple technology without using the XRP token. So why the heck why is the token even there? Is my question. Yep. Like, why is there an XRP token when banks can just use the Ripple protocol and they don't even need to use the token? That's, to me, what I don't get. So, I mean, I don't know. Are you a Ripple fan, Tyler? I mean, I don't know. For me, I don't. I
think there's a place for it, but I'm not 100% Ripple fan. I'm a Stellar Lumens fan.
Oh, Stellar. I love Stellar. Yeah. I've actually recently been really looking into it, for sure.
Yeah. I think Jed McCaleb, who created Ripple and both Stellar, the creator, he's a fucking genius. And he started Ripple with a vision of a fully decentralized payment transfer platform, as well as smart contracts. But Ripple got kind of diluted. They took on too many people that he didn't mesh with. So I think that's why he decided to say, hey, I'm done with Ripple, and that's why he created Stellar Lumens. Yeah.
Actually, a lot of people on my chat are definitely saying Stellar. So yes, I don't know. I guess it's like Team Stellar over here. And honestly, I like Stellar too. I really do. I think, in my opinion, I think Stellar took the best parts of Ripple and expanded on it. You know?
Exactly. Yep.
So personally, if I had to pick a side, yeah, I would definitely have to go with. I would have to go with Stellar. I like Stellar.
100%.
Yeah,
me too.
I'm really looking forward to what they're doing. And yeah, people are asking me to talk about stuff we already covered, so you should have got here earlier. We talked about Icon. We talked about Elastos. We talked about
hey, LG is Korean.
Yes, I was right.
Yes, see? LG is Korean.
Hey, what can I say, kid? I'm smart, huh? You know, I'm smart.
One of my viewers there. Hey, nice guys. So another question I gotta have for you is, what is your take on Switch.io and Nex, the two decentralized exchanges coming out from NEO?
Okay, well, personally, if I had to say, I mean, I am really interested in Nex, and I'm really upset that I am a U.S. citizen at this point because, yeah, I'm really excited about that. But Switch.io, I haven't done personally enough research to be able to comment on it. So, you know, I'd be lying to make that. But I've compared Nex to things like, AirSwap and stuff like that. Obviously, that's ERC20 tokens. Actually, I got to see the team at AirSwap over at the North American Bitcoin conference, so that was pretty cool. Or cryptocurrency conference. But I mean, do you know about Switch.io? I haven't. I know, right? There's so many projects. I haven't even looked into it.
I'm looking into Switch.io more. They are moving on their project faster than Nex is, I think. I mean,
Johnny says that Switch.io bashes on NEO, but Switch.io is on NEO, right?
Yeah, no, Switch.io is not. Switch.io is an NEP5 decentralized platform.
I don't understand that comment, but
no, I love Switch.io, actually. I think they're moving faster than Nex on the DEX.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're moving a lot faster. They have like a working UI and everything already.
There's only so much time in a day, Tyler. I would, people come to me like, or people like you and me like I'm some kind of crypto god. It's like, dude, I do as much research as I can.
I can. Oh yeah.
I would, if Switch.io is moving.
I'm wrong a lot of the time. I try to be right as much as possible, but I'm human. Like I make bad decisions. I say the wrong things sometimes.
Listen, man, it happens with life, and it's the type of thing where you just have to be, like, forgivable and understanding like that. No one's perfect, but I think as long as, you continue to press forward, the most important thing is that you don't make the same mistakes, you know what I mean? You get invested in a coin, you make a bad decision, you learn. Next time you read a white paper, you don't jump to conclusions, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And, a lot of times, and one of the things that I love about your channel is that you're really big on, like, MVPs.
Yeah.
And you kind of got me on the same wavelength where, like, at this point, if you don't even have a minimal viable product, then I don't want to know. Like, if you don't even have an alpha, then I don't want to be involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I am tired of putting my money into freaking promises and dreams. I really am. Because if that's the case, then I'm coming out with the KW Crypto Zombie white paper. I'm doing 100 billion transactions per second, and if you don't believe me, I don't care, because I
don't care.
Yeah, so
you check out my radically interoperable protocol that uses Lightning protocol. It's a lot of mumbo jumbo in some of the white papers, especially Seal.
Oh, oh my, please, no, forget it. You know, I actually took my video on Seal down. Well, I thought it was Sealy. I don't know how to pronounce it. I thought it was Sealy. I took my video down because I had people unsubscribing and telling me like that I'm a shiller, and I was like, did you watch? Did you watch the video? Like, there were multiple points where I was discussing like red flags and reasons that I didn't feel comfortable with this ICO. But unfortunately, people, they read a title, they watch like the first 2 minutes, and then they're like, how dare you? And it's like, why don't you watch the video? Watch it.
Oh yeah, no, people don't watch even like some of the comments I get. I'm like, this guy did not watch any part of the video. Like, god damn you. Why are you commenting then?
Somebody says spank chain. I don't know.
Oh, spank chain.
Yeah.
It's there's so many. I know, dude. I think it's like porno on the, or webcam girls on the blockchain.
Right, right. I mean, it could work, I guess. I mean, but technically, you could just pay them in Bitcoin anyway. You don't really need.
But it goes through a centralized service. They're trying to create a decentralized service where the girls will get all that Bitcoin.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah. Instead of, like the cam site taking 35-40%, it will go directly to the webcam star.
I think that's a lot of what they're trying to do in general with the, even like...
middleman.
Yeah.
Take out the middleman.
Right, because that was the thing. Like, I was telling my viewers that were talking to me before, do you remember Blockcat? Do you remember when Blockcat, right? So I actually bought into Blockcat way back in the day. I was real bullish on it. I was like, this is awesome because you're going to take out the middleman. You don't need the lawyer. You don't need the real estate agent. You don't need the attorneys, to do like your divorce papers, whatever. You put on smart contract, and then that'll be enough. And so the coin just completely got forgotten about. I don't know what the hell happened with the team. And it was so funny. I was checking my emails, and randomly I get a message from Justin from Blockcat, and he's like, hey, we want to talk to you. I can't really go, I'm not really supposed to talk about it right now. I can't go into like detail, but in other words, they're rolling out something new, and he was like, can I be on your channel? Can we discuss it? And I was like, absolutely, dude. I was like, absolutely. I was like, at this point, guys, I mean, they won't even let these guys off Cryptopia. Like, once you get to that, like, and he was telling me, getting listed on these exchanges like Binance and KuCoin, it's almost like a mysterious process that nobody really knows. And he's like, they won't tell you what it takes. They won't go into it,
Well, I know.
Yeah, well.
Right here.
Right yeah.
Here.
Money,
That's what it takes. If you got that, then you'll get listed on any exchange you want.
So basically you're telling me they'll never list the KW coin. They're not listing it because this guy over here doesn't have it. I don't even monetize. I don't even monetize my freaking channel. I'm an idiot. I should at least run ads.
I had some insider information from Susan, actually, regarding Binance listings. I think it's like $5 million if you want to get listed.
$5 million?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Hey, man. You know what, though? You got to be realistic, though. It serves them credit because when you got these guys doing these ICOs, hard caps of 20 mil and all that, what's going to really separate you from the other, shit coins, essentially? Like, what's going to make you different? Because what's Binance going to do? Every ICO that comes out, yeah, sure, come on, let's put you on the, it's going to get so overcrowded. And, like, when you do look at CZ, I haven't had the opportunity to speak to him in person. Obviously, he's a difficult guy for me to contact, obviously, because who cares about me? But, I can tell that he does care about the quality of the coins minimally. I mean, yes, it's all about money, but, like, I don't know. I feel like with Binance, it's getting harder and harder and harder to get listed on that exchange. So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's only going to get harder in the future.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, when we were talking about the difference between white papers and actual minimal viable products, I think that these white paper ICOs, they're not going to last. Like, no. They're not going to last. Like, people are not going to just start... like, people like to joke about cryptocurrency and the investors, oh, they're just sheep, they're stupid, they do whatever. But eventually, people are going to get sick of losing their money to these, empty promises. So... it's nice to see that Binance actually,
I agree 100%. So I have some requests for talk about. Do you know anything about Horizon State's decision token?
I know that, I don't know a lot about it, but I do know that it's basically similar to ClearPoll. It's like it's like voting, which is crazy that it took this long for us to figure out how to have a clear voting system, because apparently in America, every time we vote in a president, it's like, wait, but did you double check Florida? Did you count it twice? You know? So yeah, no, I think Horizon State, I think we were literally just talking about real world use cases for blockchain. Yeah, absolutely. Voting on the blockchain, that should almost be, it should be mandatory at this point. You know, I think that the old system of the way that we cast ballots is hilarious. Like, we really still go into booths and pull levers and like fill out scantrons and stuff. Like, come on, man. So
that's 100% ridiculous. Like, Horizon State, yeah, they are trying clear polls more like for a community vote. Like, hey, let's vote on, you know, something the community wants to vote on. Horizon State's actually taking on like governmental voting, and that's what they're going after.
Well, yeah, no, I should have said that. That's like what I was saying, like when I was talking about the presidency, is like it'd be so much better, but do we really want to get political right now on this? Because I feel like once I get political, everyone's going to be like, is this the same K-Dub that talks about crypto? Because I have a lot of opinions on politics, but I will not go into them right now. So
yeah, I used to have some opinions on politics, but now I'm just like, fuck this shit, dude.
So like, somebody in my chat was asking, what do you think about the Siren Labs, about what they're doing with the phones and stuff? Did you see how they have that phone that it can actually switch from being encrypted to non-encrypted? And basically it's like, for example, it's like you know, like this is my phone. So inside the chips are actually half on one side and half on the other side. So you have basically two phones in one with a hard toggle switch that goes back and forth between encrypted and non-encrypted. So I don't know.
Oh,
have you looked into that at all? Siren Labs token?
No, I haven't. That's pretty cool.
It is really, it is cool. Yeah, no, I actually did a review on it. But see, my problem is what is going to happen when like one of those bigger companies like Apple or Android or Google, or you know, what happens when they get into the space? You know, then what happens to them? That's my thing, because those guys have way more resources and a lot more money.
But so, that's what everyone said about telecom company. Well, that's what everyone said about, you know, the cable companies when Netflix first came out.
True. Yeah.
Is it only takes a little bit of money to start something, and once you start a revolution, there's no stopping it. Like, there literally is no more stopping it.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
That's what the thing is. Apple and the big companies are going to have to adapt or to survive. If they try to fight blockchain, guess what? You're gonna die.
Well, let me ask you this, man. When you were you know, a strapping young lad and you wanted to go rent a video, did you not go to the Blockbuster and go buy some Blockbuster videos? And you know, then you remember when Netflix came out and they were sending things physically, you know, on discs everywhere, and then Netflix was like, we're not going to do physical discs anymore. We're going all digital. And then, you know, Blockbuster was like, yeah, okay, like people are going to not demand physical. Like, okay, remember when this is a funny story, actually. My girlfriend, so she, back in the day, so they had the original Mac, right? The MacBook Air, right? And then remember when they came out with the new one, and it didn't have a CD drive anymore. It only had a USB, right? And so many people were just like, why would I want a computer that doesn't have a disk drive, right? Well, look at it now. Who the hell? When do you go buy like a CD-ROM and plug it in to upload something? You know. And unfortunately, like you saw so many companies fall off back in the day. You had Hewlett-Packard making computers. You had Dell. You had Gateway. Remember back in the day with the cow
Gateway computers? Oh yeah.
Where are they now? You know what I mean? And the thing is like, so what you were saying with Siren Labs is, you know, if these bigger companies like Apple and you know, whoever's making these phones, if they don't recognize the fact that these other guys are working 10 times as hard as you, and if you do not pay attention, you're looking at the next Netflix. Here's the thing. These people, they don't ask for permission. Uber didn't ask for permission. Airbnb didn't ask for permission. Bitcoin didn't ask for permission. And Siren Labs is not asking for permission. They're doing it.
They're just doing it.
So either get on the bandwagon or get left behind, you know?
Oh, that's 100%. I mean, and that's how I have a feeling about companies that, I mean, blockchain's going to revolutionize every little nook and cranny of our life. Literally, it's going to. Like I said, one of the things I always say is everyone is going to be dealing with the blockchain in their pockets in 5 years. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah.
And the blockchain is going to be involved in some sort of app, something on people's phone. Payments, everybody is going to be interacting with the blockchain, and they don't even get it.
Oh, yeah.
And the question is are the big companies out right now, are they going to realize the value and start adopting the technology, which some are. IBM are out there. Why can't I think of the name? God damn it.
Well, the thing is, man, they're going to have to. They're going to have to. I mean, people were, there was a time when people thought computers were stupid. I remember when I first signed up for AOL, my dad would come downstairs and be like, what are you doing on that thing? Like, that's just, it's nothing but just like a game, you're in your whatever. And, now, look at this. What is this?
Yep, it's right in your pocket.
It's a computer. This thing has more computational power than apparently what sent us to the moon, and it's in my pocket.
It's in your pocket now.
So, I mean, that's assuming that the moon landing was real, but we'll talk about that another day. But
what's funny is Bill Gates actually fucked that guy because he doesn't know blockchain. He's been in his little bubble for the past 10, 15 years, his billionaire bubble. But back when he wasn't a super big billionaire, right when Microsoft was just first starting to come out and their desktop computers were starting to flow onto people's shelves, he went on David Letterman, and he announces to the crowd that everyone's going to have one of these desktop computers on their desks in 5 years. The whole crowd laughed at him.
Yeah.
Like he was some stupid ass.
David
Letterman internet? Was just like, oh yeah, what am I going to use that for?
Yeah. It's crazy, man. And it sucks because the thing with me is I've always embraced technology. That's the thing. I've always been interested in it, and I always wanted to push forward. See, like me, myself, in my life, everyone kind of says like, no matter what, K-Dub, you'll never be happy. It's like, you know what? I probably won't. Because I always want the next best thing. Like for me, I want to push forward. I want innovation. For me, I think that's what we're here for. I think that's what I think that's what we can do that would be the best. Like we need to create that situation where we're gonna make it easier for people and we're gonna allow it to be more accessible. And one of the main things that I think is going to be one of the biggest things pushing forward in 2018 for blockchain and moving forward is. Mm-hmm. You have to get it to the point where people are using it, but they don't know that they're using it. Like, for example, the Steemit blockchain, right? You don't know you're on a blockchain. You're on a social media app, right? And I think that once you can get people to use a blockchain without even realizing that they're on one, then we can say we've done it. Then we can say we've done it.
Yep.
So,
what's funny? I just did a video on EOS. And Steemit is based off of a DPoS consensus algorithm, which is awesome.
Dan Larimer, man, he's a
genius. Yeah. He's a genius, and people should not be underrating EOS. Like, I put in my first significant investment yesterday.
Yeah.
In EOS, which I think a lot of people should do.
My EOS story is a lot sadder than yours, and I'd like to share it with you. So oh my God, I lost Tyler again. Guys, I think we're going to end the live stream tonight. I think this has been an hour and a half. Tyler's gone. I don't know what to do. So, but I'll talk to you guys for a little bit. What's going on? No, I'm not on Steemit, Cali Crypto. I should definitely get on it, though. Yeah, guys, what's up with Wan Chain, a.k.a. Wen Chain? When's that happening? Why do you think EOS is a scam, Pludrick? I don't think EOS is a scam. I mean, Dan Larimer, he's got a lot of credentials, man. If you really look at it, if you take BitShares and Steemit and you combine it, they're roughly accounting for 65% of the transactions of the internet in general.
Back in business.
No, it's all good, dude. We were just talking about, somebody said EOS is a scam, and I wanted to just reiterate that and say that, if you look at some of the accomplishments of Dan Larimer between BitShares and EOS alone, you're looking at over 60% of the blockchain transactions occurring today. Yep. So,
no, EOS is not a scam. Bitfinex has announced EOS Finex.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Just
no,
think about that.
It's as far as this year-long ICO, I have nothing to compare it to. It's the first of its kind. Although if you want to be technical, you could technically say that Bitcoin is in its ICO still, because we're still mining it, right?
Yeah.
So all the Bitcoin's not available yet. So technically, Bitcoin is the longest running ICO of all time. If you want to be like,
you could make that argument 100%.
So the miners, they're still mining it. So
no, I mean EOS is definitely a good buy right now. Especially the rumor is the mainnet's launching in June.
Absolutely. Yo, somebody says that my chat's being overrun with bots. I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but it's really starting to annoy me, man. Oh, have you had people now posting underneath you claiming to be you? I got that the other day. Now I'm having people, they're putting my logo and they're like, hey guys, thanks for subscribing. Like, send me 0.1 LTC and I'll send you 10. And I'm like, when the hell have I ever run
That's weird.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
To anybody out there, I got to say this again, on Tyler's channel, on my channel, we don't do that. So just don't send us money. We don't do that. So
yeah, no.
Damn, man.
I will never ask for anyone's money.
We've been going for about an hour and a half. This is a long live stream.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are there any other questions that anybody wants to ask? I feel like we should. I know for you it's early. For me, it's getting kind of late over here. Anybody?
Yeah, no, it's early. It's only 7:30 here in California.
I mean, it's 10:30. It's not that late for me, but I got an interview tomorrow with actually Concierge. So
yeah, a Concierge token, nice.
And unfortunately, because they're going to be contacting me out of Singapore, I have to do it in the morning. So it's like.
I know that kind of feel.
Theta?
That's why I've tried to steer myself away from those interviews, because all of them are in China, and I'm like, dude, god damn it.
I like them, but they're cool. I like interviews because this sounds actually really messed up to say out loud, but I like them because I don't have to do as much work. I just get to talk to the guys. Like basically I do what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I pretty much do what I would normally do.
But with a video,
right.
You got to do the research. You got to figure out organize your thoughts.
Yeah, and your videos are so much more professional than mine. I mean, you have the thing set up. You have the stuff pop up in the corner. You have all the graphics going on.
That's not due to me. That's due to my video editor. If I didn't have my video editor, I would not even have I'd have to do this type of stream, because I don't know how to do that kind of shit.
Yeah, no.
I'd love to learn, but I don't have time to do that right now.
Just do what I do, man. Just go for it. I just go there and I'm just like, all right, I'm turning on the camera and we're going live, and I'm trying. Like, most of my things are in one take. I just go. I don't know.
You just go. That's good.
Over time, as the channel grows, I wouldn't mind getting a little more polished. Having my stuff look a little better. But for right now, I mean, I really like my fans. My subscribers are amazing, dude. The community's phenomenal. Like, honestly, I wouldn't do this if it wasn't for the community. I really wouldn't, because, where's the reward in that, But it's cool especially when you go to the conferences and you get to see these people face to face, and you're like, now you're not just like an avatar. You're a person, and you realize that there's people that are really behind this. Like, every time you go and you see that chart and you see it go up and you see it go down and you see it pump and you see it dump, those are people. Those are people buying and selling, man. And
sometimes bots, though.
Sometimes bots. Yeah, but hey, look what happens, man. You want to mess with bots, you get your funds stolen.
Hey, don't mess with bots. That's why I don't, because there's again, you have two layers of security right there. You have the bots security, and then you have the exchange's security. So it just opens up a whole nother world of vulnerabilities.
Definitely, man. So
and that's why the blockchain, the less layers you have, the less vulnerabilities you have.
Right.
So whoever can make a blockchain that's able to handle millions of transactions per second on a single layer, it's going to be fucking awesome.
Well, Credits is already doing that, so you should probably just sell everything and buy Credits right now. Just go all in.
Yeah, right.
Because I love white paper promises. But anyway, guys, what do you think, man? It's been an hour and a half. I think it's been. Yeah.
I appreciate all your viewers, all my viewers tuning in.
Guys, everybody, I just want to say, everyone on my channel, listen, dude, in the real world, okay? In the real world, if this was businesses, you and me would be competitors, right? Mm-hmm. We would be fighting over views and likes and subscribes. But, dude, I don't see it that way. I think that, two heads are better than one. There's Blockchain Brad. I would have loved to have gotten him on the live stream, but he's in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's like either sleeping or maybe just woke up for breakfast. I don't know.
Just waking up for breakfast, I think, over there in Australia.
But yeah, man, I really appreciate it, dude. Like, like I said, we are not competitors. We work together, and I'm really glad for what you do, and my viewers appreciate what you do for the community. And just keep doing your thing, and hopefully, we'll get up in the future. Maybe we can make this a thing every so often, kind of just get up, chat, talk about stuff.
Oh, yeah. And viewers, on my side, I'm sorry for my shutdown. I'm in Chico, California. We don't have the best internet. It's not San Francisco. So sometimes the internet does go down here. Like, sometimes I can't even live stream from my house because the internet's so bad. Like, it's like, are you kidding me? I'm getting like 15, 12 megs.
Exactly.
So again, sorry. I'll figure out the live stream for next time. Have it 100%.
Yeah, dude, it was fine on my end. I mean, and I don't know if your stream kept rolling, then I guess it worked for you. If I was
yeah, no, it kept rolling even when my shit went down.
Oh, that's good.
Kept shutting out. Yeah, so.
All right, cool. So, yo, man, Tyler, thank you so much, dude. Really.
No problem.
Like, people don't realize how much of an idol you are to me. Everyone watches my channel, but they don't understand that, like, I was a guy literally 8 months ago with headphones in my ears, riding on a lawnmower with hopes and dreams, listening to Chico Crypto talk about ant shares. Like, people don't realize, like, for me, this is just as much of an honor, as it is for anybody watching. So,
well, hey, man, you're doing fucking excellent, man. You're killing it. And again, I was only 10 months ago a guy. God damn it.
What happened? Oh my God, is he really off again? Guys, I think that's it for me tonight. Tyler is gone forever into the abyss. So, what are you going to do? I don't know what's wrong with his connection. But hey, everybody on my channel, seriously, guys, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming back to my channel. You guys are amazing. And should I wait for Tyler to come back for the official goodbye, or should I just call it? I don't want to be a dick, straight up. But guys, yeah, smash the like button if you're still watching. It looks like a lot of people are dropping off. Everybody's leaving. So if you guys want to smash the likes, that'd be really cool. Shout out to Tyler. Yeah, he's gone for life, guys. He peaced out. So, all right, guys, that being said, I wanted to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel. As usual, my name is Crypto Zombie. No, wait, my name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. And until next time, stay crypto. And watch me awkwardly end this live stream. Oh no, I'm in the Matrix, guys. Whoa. All right, guys, peace out.